And once again, welcome back to Dungeons of Chaos. We are going through our Guild Quest sagas. We just finished up the Berserkers Guild, and we have the Heart of Kratos in hand, but we don't know what to do with it yet. But on the mountain path, there's this lonely tree here. This is actually kind of a way marker for the Samurai Guild. Now, if you just go north into this little mountain path, you'll come up to a lonely hut next to a river and waterfall. There you go. Let's finish exploring out. And if you actually enter the hut, or little cabin, shed some light here, we have just a little farmhouse, some chickens, a dog, though it says we see nothing interesting. That's a cute little dog. We have some sheep, some sheared sheep, a grave. You see a wooden cross. Nothing else is interesting. See a cute little kitten. Nice little garden. Somebody's growing mushrooms. And in the cabin, we have a hermit who is dressed like a monk. And we speak to him. A humble life. A life of reflection and consideration. Now, I have not always been a hermit. I have seen many evil things and tried to deal with them. You look like you are facing great dangers too. What ails you? There's evil forces. Now, he listens to us describe our perils faced by our people. He says, but I cannot intervene in such matters, but I know somebody that could be of assistance to you. Now, he whispers to his dog, who runs off and returns with a black-robed woman he introduces as Tomoe. That's a smart dog. She is a remnant of my past, a samurai in my service. If you truly want to serve your master, Lord Aldrich, one of you may devote himself to him through becoming a samurai. Those who are still about the heroic warriors remembered then for their skills with both the sword and bow, but they in fact cultivate a vast array of skills. And like magic, the black-shrouded Tomoe is standing there. Alright. She bows and compels us to bow back. Demonstrates a few moves with her sword and hints that she is willing to train us as we wish. That is always nice. Two-handed blade and unarmed. Looks like she's going to have the highest unarmed and two-handed blade mastery that we can, which is nice because we actually relatively need it. We have 2 in the proficiency and 8. And we got 2 points, so let's go ahead and just train up those points because we do have that Sky Slicer on her that we switched over. And we're going to go ahead and take the guild. And now our quest is to put Ryld the Dark Knight in its place, who have been destroyed Lord Aldrich and taken the River City in the south, and the mercenaries. The confrontation would be dangerous, but you have to uphold honor to your master. So we'll go ahead and do that. Nope, okay. I was just checking to see if there was anything else to talk to him about. We'll go ahead and leave, and we'll run back down to the river village. Now, we haven't explored that far into the valley, but pretty much as we just go south, we'll eventually run into it because it is right along the river that has been magically barricaded. Now, like the Kratos fight that has been altered a little bit from previous versions of the game. Ryld, the Dark Knight in the River City, or Rivertown, has actually been altered too. Now, he's been updated actually a couple of times. The first major update made him relatively difficult, and he continued to spawn extra creatures beside us and behind the back lines, and he was quite the pain in the butt. And now that has been nerfed just a little bit to where he doesn't summon those, or at least not as many as often. And here's the town that we're speaking of. It is lit up so we can see it in the darkness. And of course the bridge is collapsed. If you notice, this magical barrier is all through the river that actually sections off the valley from the rest of the world for the time being. And that was done by the Exorcist, Altolus, I believe his name was, who the Druids used as their ally. Now there's signs of battle everywhere. There's trouble around. Let's go ahead and throw up Wizard's Eye, and let's investigate just a little bit. This looks like a jail. Well, that one's locked, and somebody's in it. Praise you be! He thought he was going to be there to starve to death. Alright, he used to run the pub across the road, but it's too old to repair it, and now he's retired. So if we know somebody who can run a pub, we should talk to them about it. I think we have somebody in mind that might be interested in that a little bit later. Now let's go ahead and continue the exploration here. Now this is the pub he was talking about. Looks like we got some mercenaries. Who are these guys? Yep, mercenaries. They're strong with melee, they're fast, and they rage. Should be interesting. They actually don't look relatively that strong. They're not hitting that hard. Our knight's tanking pretty well here. And of course, our weapon proficiency on both our warrior and our knight are a little bit in the doghouse at the moment, so those need to get up. Now let's see if they're weak against magic. Not so much, but it did help. Good amount of gold. There's a plaque over here. Let's take a look at that. Alcohol is not the answer, but it makes you forget the question. A little bit of words of wisdom there, I guess. Nothing behind the bar. Right, let's go across the way here. It looks like this will be a little house or a storage shed. Nothing in the boxes. Alright. Back out. Pretty little fountain. Busted crates. Some skeletons. Looks like we got a fortified building here. Let's go ahead and venture into this real quick. Let's see if there's a back door. Alright. Let's go ahead. Oh, trying to unlock things and we're casting light on it. Not exactly what we want to be doing. Now we think monsters heard us. Yes, you're probably right. They probably did hear us. There he is. Another mercenary. Just burn them alive. There we go. So we got a bit of a skill increase. What was that? Harden? Yeah. Need more of our weapon proficiencies. We might have to sink a couple of skill points into that. Now here's Ryld, and he's got a handful of mercenaries, and I'm clicking all over sorts of places. Let's see if we can pull those little mercenary buddies out away from him and get those first. Now, we did learn a new spell with Kratos. We got the lightning ball. So I'm actually going to change that out here. I don't know if our mage. I'm going to put that, because we have auto caps on the magic missile, so we take that off. And it has just about infinite range, but it hits a decent area, and that area will level up. And of course, with anything lightning, there's a chance for paralysis. It's always nice to have a good new toy and skill to play with. There we go. Again, excellent gold from these guys. There we go. We're going to be able to pull him out if he follows us. There we go. Now, if I can, I'm going to go ahead and rest up and top off since we pulled these guys completely off. And then take Ryld on. And see, that's doing decent damage. I think we'll just keep shocking them. And again, this is one of the spells that isn't on autocast. And if need be, if you guys are used to doing auto combat, if you actually use your phone in a different manner and use two fingers or two thumbs, you can cast with relatively quick results. If you guys are worried about time or just want to see how quickly you can get things taken care of. Now, we did pop a level on our assassin, so we'll go ahead and take that. Now, he's got a 2% crit increase on that, so that puts him at 20. So he's going to be critting right at about 1 out of every 5 hits, which is going to be substantial. Ryld's not too worried about us. We're just back here sleeping in this little storage closet. He knows we're here. Let's go ahead and save before his fight. And we can go ahead and take him now. Alright, now he has archers. Always fun to deal with. And he is fast. He rages and has a little bit of melee. So we should be okay with this. We're going to open it up with the shock, but we're also going to throw ignite on everybody here twice, and then we're going to continue shocking these guys. That's frostball. My bad. Now, see, ignite should take care of him pretty well. Now, we don't have a group of them, so we don't need to throw lightning ball at him. But I am going to throw a little bit more fire and turn auto back on. Now that we have them all nice and grouped up, let's continue to shock. Oh, that hurts. Now, always remember, if you guys need to, with the cleric, there is the healing aura, which we don't have on our bar, which we should throw on now, so that we can use it. Healing aura will hit everybody in the party. I'm going to go ahead and take the resist magic off for the time being. Haven't necessarily been using that. And go ahead and pop that. It's a decent heal, a couple hundred per. But now we got more mercenaries that are in melee range. Now we have our warrior directly on Ryld. Our tank is kind of taking care of 2 of those guys. And let's just continue on with burning and slaughtering these guys. Alright. They're all grouped up. We can go back to shop. There we go. Put him on auto while we got a single target going on. We'll just let these guys run over and then we'll... There we go. And we killed Ryld, so everybody's going to be running away. We'll just let them run. We'll still get the experience and gold bonus for them. 242, of course, that is absolutely fantastic. Good amount of experience. Now, here you go. You wanted less 100%. This is going directly towards Volker here. You wanted to not see the 100s as much. Still pretty high though. Still doing quite a bit of damage on that. Our average is low though, but it's good that we're hitting constantly. So we'll take it. 14 items across that. Let's just go ahead and take a look at what we got here. A big gem banger. A rock skin, which is nice. Another rock skin, another nice one. 1% crit damage to there. We got a separator. Pretty good slicing damage. Overall, that was a nice little haul. Alright, so we have Ryld dead. And that will complete our honor killing for our samurai guild. So let's go ahead and go back to Tomoe with this as we get randomly attacked by a mercenary. Let's go ahead and click the take all again. We don't need to waste the precious little seconds getting those. And we'll go ahead and exit the town here. And again, like with most travel portions, I'm going to go ahead and jump cut back up to the hut in the mountain valley, or the mountain path, and we'll turn this quest in. Alright, and so we are back into the isolated little farmhouse in the mountain path where Tomoe is. We'll go ahead and speak with her and get our class change update. Now we don't have a fighter or monk in our party, so we can't change anybody to a samurai, but we still get the experience bonus. And we did level up a little bit. Go ahead and take those. Huge increase the speed. Always nice. Of course, he's already got 200 plus. Everybody else is pretty decent. 140s, 160s. Looks like our mage and our cleric's our slowest ones, but it's okay. They don't need to be too fast. Alright, I do want to thank you guys for joining us on the Guild Quest Sagas. That was for the samurais. Up next will be marksmen.